Chooni, why? Man, he was running around smashing farmers, and of course that means he got imprisoned. He's in KVK with us. In order to free-for-all KVK, he is in 556. Chooni's account, he was just random porting around on stream, and then smashing some farmers, got hit with one imprison, and then a second imprison, and gets completely zeroed. Now, Chooni ends up trading pretty well in the grand scheme of things. I think he ends up with like a 2-for-1 trade in his favor overall with all the AoE you're going to see and all the swarming you're going to see. The thing you need to take away from this video, however, is that literally no player is immune to getting zeroed. It just depends on how much people want to see you at 53-ish million power or whatever your power ultimately is when your hospital is completely full and all your other troops are dead. And that's the situation that Chooni is going to find himself in. Now, there is only a small number of things you can do after you get yourself into this situation where you can be imprisoned and rallied and swarmed and zeroed. Because if they go for the swarm, you are in trouble. And if you have a full 15-minute war frenzy, if they soften you up with a rally and then move in like they do here with just full swarm honey badger style, you're doneski, man. You're done for. And there's really like, it happens so fast. I mean, it's a matter of a couple minutes before you are completely zeroed. So what can you do? I think one thing you could do to try to protect yourself in this situation is to have a ton of resources open. I mean, probably over 500 million of each open, maybe more. And why do I say that? Because there will be very, very, very brief moments that you'll observe here where the combat ends and the marches are about to start swarming Chooni again. And in that 1 second window, I mean, it's literally about a second of time, Chooni has to smash the heal button for his hospital, because otherwise, when he is in combat, you can't initiate a heal to clear out your hospital. And clearing out your hospital is a big deal, not only to make room for more troops to fill back up again in the hospital, but also to actually help defend your city. Beyond that, I suppose in this situation, you also could launch a rally. This is something I learned from Cortex. You set a rally with low-tier troops, if you have any, to get them out of your city. And as you've seen from my videos where I'm getting rallied and swarmed, if you have low-tier troops in your city, they do fill up a disproportionately large amount of your hospital, which is why I actually have moved in the direction of having entirely T5 troops, for better or worse. There are definitely times where you might prefer to have some T4 troops. Oh, man, and you can see the Esong incense emojis all freaking over the place. There's even some Lohar emojis on the screen here. And when it comes to the marches that are swarming a city, I think that if you have a lot of Guan Yus, the city actually can get completely locked up from firing off their active skill. I had a KVK where there were some really weird moments. I'll have a card up in the top for that video if you want to check it out, where I showcase just some unusual choices swarming high-power players, but the Guan Yu silence chain is actually super real. So over the course of this thing, I mean, Chooni goes from like 110, 120 million power all the way down to 50-some million power. And then after he heals back his troops, he bumps up to like 63-ish million power. Now, Chooni went on to have a little bit more fun, random porting around, but everywhere that Chooni went, the swarmers were sure to go. Oh, man, this is how you know I'm reading nursery rhymes to my kid, I suppose. So Chooni random ported, and he ends up in a zone with, 254, my kingdom. So then Cortex and some other people are swarming him. And then he random ports again, and he ends up in a 365 zone. And so then 365 is swarming him, and he's just like, oh, God. Chooni, buddy. Chooni. I mean, and the thing about getting swarmed is, although you trade decently, like, bro, you're out of troops, man. Like, you got to train them back, I guess? And then you can participate in the open field in this KVK. So painful. So this was entertaining to watch, and if you want to see the whole thing, you can check it out on Chooni's stream, and I'll link to that in the description. I would encourage you to go check it out. And also, a huge shout out to Cortex, who sent me this footage. He also has a YouTube channel, but we wanted to kind of get this footage out quickly, and I don't think he had the time to go edit this right away, so he very graciously offered me this footage. So huge thank you to Cortex. I would encourage you to check out his channel, linked in the pinned comment and also in the description. Go subscribe to my buddy Cortex, okay? God. Chooni. Man. I did learn some things about cheeseburgering fighting against Chooni. That's right. Chooni taught me a thing or two about cheeseburgering with Nevsky. Of all commanders. But now he's giving us one more gift, one more lesson about the severity of believing that you are safe. Now, he's got Charles Martel and Esong, which is obviously not like the best choices in the world for defending your city wall. Presumably, they're both relics, but if you have an open field account, I don't know why you'd have anything different. And maybe you'd have an Amanitore Artemisia if you like them for the open field, but they are not very good about, as a defense, for getting swarmed. Not like a Charles Martel with his counterattack. Actually is pretty good in this situation, although not a top-tier choice. So, Chooni, I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. I sent you a super chat while you were streaming with, the shades flying down on the gaming controller, man. The old school cool. But I feel bad for you. Pour one out for Chooni. Subscribe to his channel. Check out his live stream where you can see what he's doing. You can see how he's trying to heal his hospital, which I think is good for you to experience. And also subscribe to Cortex. And until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies, and just don't do it. Don't random port into enemy zones in Season of Conquest. It can only lead to sadness.